Good morning, dear student. As we discussed in our previous two video about definition of groups and some basics term which comes in our mind when we studied group theory, groupoid, semi-group, monoid, and we will and we also discussed some examples, basic or standard. Both example discussed in our video lecture or in our online classroom, like Zn, Un, Mnr, Sl2f, Gl2f, Un. Lots of example we will discuss in our classroom. So we are now going to discuss to some basics theorem. So please make a note in all the YouTube video, and then after you have to do any doubts, then you definitely ask me during our online lecture. Thank you. Now we are starting our lecture, today's lecture. Okay. uh, First question comes in our mind, is identity is unique? Okay, so let me just first orally discussion about this topic. As we know, identity is the properties of structure. When we change the set, that means if we have Z or if we have MNR, then identity of both are different. That identity of Z, we will not consider the binary operation here, because if Z with addition, then identity element is 0, and if MNZ with addition, then identity element is 0 matrices. So identity element must change if we change set or binary operation. That means identity is depends on structure. Okay, તો જ્યારે આપણે ગ્રુપની સ્ટડી કરીએ છીએ ત્યારે ગ્રુપની દરેક પ્રોપર્ટીને આપણે ચેક કરીએ છીએ ત્યારે બાઇનરી ઓપરેશન 1 રાખીએ છીએ, સેટ પણ ઇનોઇઝ રાખીએ છીએ. દેટ મીન્સ આઇડેન્ટિટી એલિમેન્ટ ચેન્જ થવું જોઈએ નહીં ડ્યુરિંગ ધ ગ્રુપ, અને ગ્રુપની અંદર હંમેશા આઇડેન્ટિટી એલિમેન્ટ એક જ મળવો જોઈએ, બિકોઝ કારણ કે આઇડેન્ટિટી યુનિકનેસ આપણે ફીલ કરી શકીએ એવી વાત છે. તો હવે જે ફીલ કરીએ છીએ એને આપણે મેથેમેટિકલ ટર્મ્સની અંદર પ્રૂફ આપીએ. તો ઓબ્વિયસલી જ્યારે આપણે કોઈ યુનિકનેસની પ્રૂફ આપતા હોઈએ ત્યારે લેટ મી ટેક ફર્સ્ટ two identity element are in a group. That means uniqueness નથી એવું. તો let me take E and E dash. These two are identity element. So what are the property of identity element? Yes, identity properties of identity element. When we multiply with element of group, here considered that binary operation is multiplication, then what is A into E? Definitely A into E is equals to, yes, A into A is equals to A. If there is another identity element, so what is A into E dash? Yes, A into E dash must be also A. Similarly we can write here E into A, or we can write E dash into A, then we get A. Okay, keep in mind E and E dash both are identity element of group G. That means this E and E dash both are comes in G, because આઇડેન્ટિટીની પ્રોપર્ટી છે કે એલિમેન્ટ જે કોઈ આઇડેન્ટિટી થાય ક્યાં આવવો જોઈએ? ગ્રુપ G ની અંદર આવવો જોઈએ. ધેટ મીન્સ ઇફ E is the identity, ફર્સ્ટ કેસ આપણે પહેલો કેસ લઈએ કે ઇફ E is identity, E is identity. So what can be done if we multiply E into E dash? Keep in mind here E dash is not identity, we not consider that E dash is identity. In this case we just take E is identity. Then if E is identity, then we multiply with E dash. What we get? We get, yes, obviously we get E dash. and similarly in reverse direction also E dash into E is equals to E dash. Now in second case, let me take E dash is identity element. We consider what E dash is identity element. Then what we get, if we multiply with E into E dash, what can we find here? Yes, E dash is identity, so E dash multiply with E, we get E. But this both side are same, both left hand side are same, so that means what? That means clearly what we get, that means E is equals to E dash. So these are the basic and fundamental theorems of group theory. Identity are unique. How can we prove that? Let G be any group. We take two identity element, E and E dash. Then what is the property of that two elements? When we multiply any element of group, A is the any element of group, we multiply A into E or E into A, we get A. Similarly for E dash, A into E dash or E dash into A, we get A. Now first we take E is identity element, then E dash also present in the group. So if we multiply E with E dash, we get E dash. If we multiply now second case, we take E dash is identity element. If E dash is identity element, also E is the element of group. So if E dash is multiplied with E, we get E. Then both the left hand side are same. That means E dash is equals to E, and this is the completion of proof. Okay, now second theorem, cancellation law. Here statement are there. In a group, the right and left cancellation law holds. That is, if BA is equals to CA implies that B is equals to C, and AB is equals to AC implies that A बराबर B. ટૂંકમાં કહીએ તો આ બાજુથી જમણી બાજુથી એ એના છેદ ઉડી ગયા, આ બાજુ ડાબી બાજુથી એ એના છેદ ઉડી ગયા. પણ આ છેદ કઈ રીતે ઉડે? That means how we can cancel out the element from left side, same element of left side and same element of right side. This is the one of the property of group. In the group we can do cancellation of right or left side by right side or left side. So let me start by proof. Okay, first of all we have G be any set, G be any group, G is any group. Okay, now also we have AB is equals to AC, and what are the A, B and C? A, B and C are the element of group. Now how many properties group have? Group have identity, associative, closeness, and last property is inverse. The group have these four properties. That means if A are there, there exist inverse of A. If B are there, there exist inverse of B, and if C are there, there exist inverse of C. But if we have AB is equals to AC, what we have to prove? We have to prove B is equals to C. Okay, now let me take first A belongs to where? A belongs to G. That means clearly we have A inverse in G, and if A inverse is in G, then we multiply A inverse both the side. That means A inverse into AB is equals to A inverse into AC. But if we multiply something with its inverse, if we multiply A with A inverse, what we get? We get identity element. Suppose G is group, we take E is identity element, so we get EB or EC. But if something is multiplied with identity, what are the property of the element? What are the property of identity element? If we multiply element of group with the identity of that group, we get that element. So B is the element of G and E is the identity element of G, C is the element of G and E is the identity element of G. So we get B is equals to C. So this is the cancellation law from left side. If similarly we can prove BA is equals to CA. If we have BA is equals to CA, what we get? We get B is equals to C. Though similarly we can prove by using this inverse multiply from right side, so that we can also cancel E A and A inverse, we get E. If we multiply B with E, we get B. So similarly we can prove from property of left right cancellation law. These are the proof of left cancellation law. Okay guys, now another theorem keeps in our mind. If identity element is unique and identity element is completely depends on inverse is completely depends on identity. If we multiply something with its inverse, then we can get identity element. If identity element is unique, then what can we say about inverse? That means if A is there, then if we find inverse of A, suppose it is B, so B is unique, or we can get some another number M is also inverse of A. So let me just state one result, that inverse of any element in a group is unique. That means what? If let me take first G be any group, G be any ગ્રુપ. સોરી આમાં થોડાક મારા રાઇટિંગ આવા નથી થતા બોર્ડ ઉપર, બટ આ ડિજિટલ બોર્ડ છે એટલે થોડુંક ડિજિટલમાં આ પ્રમાણેના પ્રોબ્લેમ રહે છે. નાવ G be any group, and if we take element A, okay, let me take G be any group. Also we take one element A from G. We have to check uniqueness of inverse of A. So first of all, we suppose that suppose B and C, these two are inverse of A. So we wrong suppose. So if our theorem is true, we can get contradiction, or we can get we can get B is equals to C. Both the possibility are there. So A be any element if B and C are inverse of A. So if we multiply A to B, we can get identity element. If we multiply A to C, also we can get identity element. But here keep in mind, E is the identity element of group. So these two E are same. Why? Because identity element is unique. So we implies that AB is equals to AC. But also we know that cancellation law holds left cancellation and right cancellation law holds good in group. So we can cancel out this A from left side. So we get B is equals to C. So what we get? We get inverse of 2. What we have two inverse of A, B and C, but after last step what we get? This 2 inverse is nothing but same number. So B is equals to C. B is equals to C. That means uniqueness of inverse are in group. So now this 3 theorems, what we get? after this three theorem we get three properties. Uniqueness of identity. So if someone is telling that give me some example which have two identity element, what is our answer? Our answer is we cannot find such example of groups in which there are two identity element. If someone is telling that if we cancel out if sorry can we find a group with one or more, one in any element with two or more inverse? So obviously we cannot find such a group, and also we learn cancellation law. Okay, these are the basic fundamentals theorems of group. So you just understand what is uniqueness of identity, uniqueness of inverse, uniqueness of inverse, and cancellation law, and make a note. And then after we will discuss. If you have any doubts, then we can discuss in our online class also. Thank you all.